Seriously? Rice cakes and almond milk?
Hi, this is Sheila from the channel Inside Beauty with the Old Girl.
And this is Santa Claus with Inside Beauty with the Old Girl.
And as you can see, and probably could tell by my thumbnail, I really am married to Santa. This is my husband Dave.
Hello.
AKA Santa. And this beard is real. I don't want to pull it and hurt his face, but as you can see, it is real. It's all his. So we thought we would do a video together and I could finally introduce you to Dave.
Yes.
And just talk a little bit and have a little bit of fun. So before we get started, I invite you to subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Give me a like if you like it. Thumbs up, yeah. And please leave a comment. I really like to engage with you all. All right, Santa, take it away.
Hi, everyone. Of course, I'm Dave, Sheila's husband. I'm the guy behind the camera. I don't like being in front of the camera at all. But she wanted me to do this for the special video. Like I said, usually I'm behind the camera. I do the lighting, the camera work, the editing, and all of that. I'm learning as I go, obviously. In the very beginning, it was hilarious if you could have seen us trying to use my phone, and it was an iPhone, and then trying to edit on the phone because I don't own a Mac computer. It was good, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It was, and it was the iPhone 6.
I know. Needless to say, we decided pretty quickly into it that was not going to be the way that we should be doing this. And at that point, we thought, oh, we're going to go high tech and we're going to get a fancy camera. We did. That lasted like not even one video because we couldn't figure it out. It didn't work. It was something that they had recommended and said it was such a great camera and all this stuff to do YouTube work with. Yeah, it just didn't work. So we returned it, and ever since, we've been using just an old Canon camera.
It's about, 15, 17 years old?
Yeah, I think so. So please excuse sometimes the audio quality. This particular camera, it does not allow you to hook up an external microphone at all. So sometimes that's a challenge. But anyway, what else?
What would you like to contribute? Or you can ask me some questions. I'm sure going to ask you some.
I've been married to Sheila for 35 amazing.
35?
Oh, wait a minute, 30. 30.
See, and I'm going to rip this hair right off your face.
38 amazing years.
Yeah. Good recovery.
Wow. I didn't do too well on that one, did I?
No.
No, not at all. But it's been a blessing. It's been an amazing journey. We torment each other every day. We laugh every day. We've had an incredible journey with each other. It's been amazing. I think, Sheila, yeah, you told them the background as far as she was married before. She had 3 kids from her first marriage. So going into this marriage, and we have no kids between the two of us. I didn't have any children going into the marriage. Sheila is a older woman. I will.
All right, look at this picture. Now, really, seriously, 80, upper, late 60s, right?
I know. It's hilarious when I go out at times with Sheila's mom and take her to dinner or whatever. We've had a few occasions where people have assumed that I'm her husband, which she's 93 years old, so that kind of tells you who looks oldest in this household, to say the least.
I love it. I've spent the last 38 years aging him the best way I could.
And boy, it's been working really well, as you can see. And she's been doing a great job. What else?
All right, well, we'll do a few questions just to entertain you.
Okay.
So, my first question to you is, name something that I do that you think is weird or gets on your nerves. Just one thing, not the 150 you could list.
Where do I start?
Well, I'll start.
No, I can start. It's amazing how, I believe anyway, that people in life, you're far better if you marry someone who's like a polar opposite of who you are. We are opposite of each other in so many ways. Sheila is outgoing, she's vivacious, she's fun, she's never met a stranger. She can walk up to anyone, anywhere, and talk to them. I am totally the opposite. I'm shy, I'm reserved. I think I'm funny, but she doesn't get my humor at all.
I don't get anybody's humor.
True. The kids do. The kids think I'm hilarious, and the grandkids. Sheila just looks at me and rolls her eyes like, I can't believe you said that. What else? But yeah, she's an amazing person. She's so much fun. And I think I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm not as much fun as she is.
Well, that's not true. You're fun.
Yeah.
You're just fun in a different way.
True.
You know, Dave is more reserved, but that's the good balance between us because he's calm, relaxed, you know, not hyper high strung.
True.
And then there's me. I'm all over the place. So it strikes for a really good balance. I can kind of get him moving when I want to, like, come on, Dave, let's dance.
This is true.
Let's have some fun. And he can kind of calm me down when I'm, you know, come on, let's go, let's do. So it makes for a really good balance.
Well, I thought of something as far as quirky or weird.
Oh.
We have this thing where when I buy certain things like ice cream, and I pick out the flavors that I like, because she's not a big ice cream person. And so I'll get the flavor that I really like. And it could be cookies and cream, or it could be something with fudge in it, or, you know, like little pieces of something. So, and I'll ask her, you know, do you want any ice cream? And she'll say, of course, no, I don't want any. Because, you know, it makes me too cold or whatever. And then a couple days later, I'll go to get the ice cream out. And there's like holes all in the ice cream where she's taken her spoon. I hope it's a spoon or a fork and not her finger. But she will literally pick out all the candy pieces or the cookie pieces or whatever. And I'm just left with plain vanilla ice cream, which is not what I wanted in the first place. But that's what I end up with.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. Did you have to tell that? But it is true. I do that because
Yes,
I
you
love candy or sweets. I just don't like the cold ice cream.
This is true.
I hear something that is a pet peeve or kind of bugs me about you.
I cannot believe there is anything.
Oh, I got a list.
But go ahead.
You go in
Yes.
the kitchen.
Right.
And you get the refrigerator door.
Yes.
And you open.
Mm-hmm.
And you stand there for, I don't know, 2 minutes staring in the refrigerator.
Guys, any guys out there?
Like something's going to jump out at you. You know? Open it, get what you want, and close the door. You're letting all the cold air out.
I have to make sure that I can see what I want to look for.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes. Well, how many times have I say to you, when I have the door open for, it's a lot longer than 2 minutes, it's probably 5 to 10, and I'll say, where's the so-and-so? I can't find the whatever. Where is it? She'll say it's right there where it was earlier, and I'm like, well, I can't find it. And then she has to come over. She reaches in, she pulls it out, she just says, here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I knew that.
Yeah, that's really a guy thing. Because
Must
I've
be.
heard this before.
True.
You know, a guy will get in a cupboard, say, to find a bottle of aspirin or whatever he's looking for. And he'll say, "Where's the aspirin?" I'll say, "It's in that top cupboard." They open the door and say, "No, I didn't see it." They don't even look unless it jumps out. You know, they say they didn't see it. It's just a guy thing.
What else? Oh, all the times that we've done classes together. The community we live in has a lot of classes, exercise class. Sheila loves to exercise. Me, not so much, as you can tell. But she always somehow gets me to do these things with her. And oh my, we have to share the video. We have a video of me doing Zumba, I think it was, in a class of like 30 women. There was probably 2 men in the class, and he was probably the same way as me. He got roped into it somehow. It is hilarious. I mean, oh my gosh, I looked so bad. But hey, I was trying my best. I was really Zumbaing.
Yeah, he was. In the wrong direction.
Yeah, the wrong direction, the wrong time. Everybody else was going left. I was going right. They were facing forward. I was facing backwards. And needless to say, too, I've noticed none of the instructors have ever been very encouraging to me afterwards. Like, "Great job. We really love what you did today. Keep it up. Come back soon." Usually it's just a smile and like a nod, you know, without saying the word.
Yeah.
But I've done Zumba. I've done...
Well, you'll dance with me, not for the whole 3 hours straight, but
True.
some.
True. What other class? Yoga. Yoga. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
My favorite.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. You imagine me doing yoga. A guy who can't touch his knees, much less his toes. And the same thing. This guy is some guru. And
You mean the instructor.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And the same thing. It's like he just looks at me like, "Oh my gosh, I hope he leaves very soon before he injures himself for life." It's not a pretty sight, to say the least.
I'm beside you, encouraging you.
You do. You're amazing. You always encourage me. You always lift me up. You always tell me I'm doing a great job. And I know it's a lie, but that's okay. She still does it, which is sweet.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, the balance. You know, I like to try anything.
Yes, you do.
And Dave will go along. He'll do it with me. I talked about that in a recent video, I think my last video, how he just makes my life so much brighter. He does things to make my day go really well. And I'm just so appreciative of it.
Thank you.
He does all these crazy, goofy things that I want him to try, and he's shy and embarrassed, and I'm out there all over the place. And he just goes along. See, that's what makes a good Santa. Santa gives us what we want. And I got my own Santa. Now, I don't have a tree to show you.
Yeah.
You don't see any Christmas decorations or a tree.
No.
But hey, give me credit. I brought you Santa. I mean, who else has a Santa in their house?
That's
Everybody
right.
has a tree.
Absolutely.
I have Santa.
This is true.
Okay, so I'll share something.
Okay.
It's the nicknames we have for each other.
Oh.
He calls me Lucy. I call him Fred. And I'm talking about the I Love Lucy show. Now, I'll tell you why I call him Fred. No, I'll let him go first and tell you why he calls me Lucy.
If you haven't learned by now why I call her Lucy, because she is silly, and she does the silliest things all the time. That's why I call her Lucy. Also, she had red hair at one time. It was really red. We'll have to find a picture.
Yeah, I loved my red hair.
Oh, she loved her red hair.
But it just kept fading and fading so fast, I had to go light. But anyhow, the reason I call him Fred was, well, he just didn't look like Ricky and didn't act like Ricky. He was more like a Fred. So, for Lucy and Fred, total opposites.
Well, that makes me feel great. That's one thing I have noticed over all these years. I'm sure a lot of guys can relate to this, but it's something because it's like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I always have felt like I was so undeserving of having such an amazing person in my life. And she's so sweet, so beautiful, and I think I always just felt like, wow, why did she pick me, or why did she want to be with me? There's so many other guys out there I thought that were just better for her, but she has been there through thick and thin. And I'm telling you out there, guys, if you can find someone in your life like this that truly loves unconditionally and is there for you no matter what, it's a blessing, and you need to hold on to it when you find it because it's rare in this world. It truly is. But she's been my rock through everything. You have everything that in my life. She's been my rock. And as you know, of course, we talked before about the cancer. And I think that's one of the things too. It's like, I never have to think about, whatever, will she be there for me? Or will she, want to go through all this with me? And she has. I mean, every step of the way, she's been there. She's encouraged me. She has, after my first surgery, I'll never forget, I was in probably pity mode because it was a 12-hour surgery.
Yes, it was long.
But I'll never forget the day that I was released from the hospital. And I came home and I thought, okay, well, I'm just going to get in bed and relax and, and just probably pout a little bit like most guys do when they're not feeling good.
You don't do that.
And I'll never forget it. She just came in and was like, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm relaxing. And she said, oh, no, no, no. Let's get your sweatpants on and let's get your shoes on and we're going to take a walk. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. I can't walk. I can barely get out of bed. And she was like, well, you're going to walk. Even if it's 2 steps, you're going to walk.
Yeah, but
And
tell
I did.
them how quick you recovered.
Absolutely. It was hard, but I did. I was out there and we have like a little circle in the cul-de-sac where we live. And I got out there and took a few steps and then next day took a few more and yeah. I mean she's amazing.
Well, after surgery, I think the best thing for you is to get moving. I don't mean run a marathon, but walk around the house, walk around a little bit, go out and get some fresh air, then lay down for a little while, then come back and walk a little more. And I'll tell you, he was walking a mile in less than a month.
I was.
And that was with, a major surgery and a catheter and just all kind of things. But he was out there walking a mile in less than a month. So you had a fantastic recovery.
Well, and I think I learned a lesson too that you take for advantage your health. You don't, I think all of us, you don't really think about your health. When you feel great, you feel great. It's something that's not conscious in your mind. And I think then when all of a sudden, you're diagnosed with anything, it's such a change in your life. And I think emotionally, mentally, the whole thing that it's big. We don't value it like we should. And I think for all of us, she's always been a health person. She eats well, except, well, the candies, but she loves her candy. But yeah, she's always been a healthy person, and she's encouraged me along the way. And I was doing pretty good for a while there. I got into a good routine last year, and then I don't know. The last time I went to the hospital, I think it kind of set me back a little bit, where I need to get back to it again.
Yeah. Well, when you have those setbacks, it takes a while to get back on your feet. But
It does.
I know you'll be out there and you'll do it. You absolutely will. Because I'll force you.
Oh,
And I'll
jeez.
nag you.
You never nag.
But I
You
will
never nag.
encourage you.
Yes, you will encourage me, but you'll never nag.
Yeah, no, I'm not a nagger,
No, you're not.
but I will help you.
Thank you. This has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
It has been.
It's been very fun, and I am so blessed to be married to this man. He's so good to me. He truly is like a real life Santa. Every day, he's always jolly and happy with all he's been through. He has a fantastic attitude, and people comment about it. The neighbors, they just can't get over how he just loves each and every day. But he does because he's grateful,
Oh,
thankful
very
for
much so.
each and every day.
Absolutely.
So,
No question about that. I think whenever you go through something in life, you have to reflect back and see that there is always someone out there who's got it far worse than you do. I don't care what it is. It doesn't matter. There's always somebody else out there who has it far worse. And to have a pity party or to feel sorry for yourself is so unproductive. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't make your life more enriched. It just doesn't. So you have to take every day and just wake up and be happy and grateful and thank God for the blessings you have and that, there's someone greater than us who's in control. And I know that. I do.
absolutely.
Absolutely. And I think one of the greatest gifts in this relationship, also, we were talking earlier, gifts and stories, would be the kids. They weren't quote unquote my biology. I can't say it. Biological. Thank you. Everybody torments me because I am horrible when it comes to grammar and talking and saying things. But I have been so deeply blessed that the kids have always been my kids, my children. I don't see them as stepchildren. I never have. And so, you know, gosh, I have been so blessed. I mean, what a gift. What a gift to have three amazing kids and now five incredibly wonderful grandchildren that I've been there from the day they were born, witnessed so much of their lives and growing up and the joy of that. It's been incredible. So I'm so grateful for that. And you gave me that gift.
Well, he
You
gave
did.
me a gift back, and we talked about that. He has said, one of the greatest gifts that I've given him were my kids, my children, and then, of course, from that, we have the five grandchildren. But one of the greatest gifts he has given me is he has loved my children as if they were his own. He loves them like I do, and that's very important in a family. So I'm very grateful for that.
We're both grateful.
Yeah. Well, this has been so much fun. I have
Really
thoroughly
has.
enjoyed it, and I hope you all enjoyed meeting Santa, my everyday Santa. And
Who knows? I may come out in front of the camera more often.
that's right.
We'll see.
I'll work on his shyness. I've been doing that for 38 years.
Yeah, 38 years.
I'll keep working on it.
Yeah.
And of course, I like to leave a beauty tip at the end of each video.
And I'd like to do the beauty tip.
Well, go right ahead.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind one bit. Just don't put lipstick on or something.
Well, we could do a makeup video together.
No.
And I could do yours and you could do mine.
Oh my gosh. I haven't even done my own on camera yet.
Let us know, guys, if you decide that you really love to see me do her makeup.
Oh,
Just let me know and we can arrange that pretty easily.
Oh, no.
Let's see. My beauty tip for the day would definitely be that every single day I feel we need to hold Christmas inside of our hearts and our spirits. It's not just once a year. We get wrapped up into the presents and this stuff that's out there in the world, and And I think that we lose the true meaning at times of what Christmas is all about. And we just need to hold that in our hearts and just realize that every day should be that special to us. It's not about the gifts. It's about well, it is the gifts, but the gifts that we can give others. Gifts of kindness, of joy, of laughter, of sharing of ourselves, to be able to enrich our time. And I just wish more of us would do that every day. This world has become so wild between politics and all the things around us, the media and the internet, and there's so many things that are wrong in this world. But I think we forget at times that we share so much more in common than we don't. We do. We all share love of family, love of the people around us, our friends, and those are great, wonderful things that we all have in common. And I think we need to embrace that more in our community, in our lives. I truly do.
Or I believe we're more alike than we are.
Oh, we
different.
are. We truly are. We are. Anybody who has children and they want the best for their kids and their grandkids, and they just want to provide for their significant other, whoever that may be. Yeah, we all share that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's beauty right there. Just showing Christmas every day.
Every day.
Doesn't have to come in a box. You don't have to spend any money. You don't have to put a bow on it.
Now, Sheila's mom doesn't feel that way.
Right.
She wants the more presents, the better.
Yes.
Yes, this is true.
Well, Santa, Dave,
Yes.
thank you for doing this.
You're very welcome. I enjoyed it.
So grateful.
I'm your biggest fan.
I know you are.
Love you.
I love you. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
This is the old girl signing out.
And this is the old guy signing out.
Until we meet again. See ya.
Bye.